What are the four important goal-setting principles practitioners should keep in mind when assisting an individual who wants to learn a particular skill? So, ano nga ba yung four goal-setting principle? These are challenging, attainable, realistic, and specific. Para mas madaling tandaan, tandaan nyo lang yung acronym na CARS, which is C stands for challenging, A stands for attainable, R stands for realistic, and S stands for specific. How might a practitioner apply each of the principles in assisting a person who is learning how to roller skate? So as I have said earlier, the four important goal-setting principles are challenging, attainable, realistic, and specific. So paano mo ba may apply ang bawat isa? Una, challenging. Isipin mo yung ginagawa mo or take that as a challenge na kailangan matutunan niya to, hindi madaling magturo, so kailangan ibigay ko yung lahat para matutunan niya. Next is attainable. Hindi naman natin gagawin yung isang bagay kung hindi attainable. Pero dahil ikaw na practitioner na atasan ka na turuan, make sure na yung mga ituturo mo is kayang-kaya ng bata. Realistic. Make sure na yung lahat ng ipapagawa mo is nagawa na niya and dapat kaya niyang gawin. Move on to specific. Every time na magtuturo tayo ng skill, wag kung ano-ano, wag general na kailangan ganito yung gawin mo, kailangan ganito, ganito, ganito. Make sure na pag tinuruan mo siya is basic or step by step para mas maging specific yung nalalaman niya hanggang sa matutunan na niyang lahat. Discuss the relationship among target skills, target behaviors, and target context. For context, fly fishing, billiards, using a prosthetic hand while eating a baked potato, piloting an airplane, and shooting a basketball. First is, ano nga ba yung relationship ng target skills, target behaviors, and target context? First is, dapat magkaroon ka muna ng target skill, which are the actual task individuals need to acquire in order to achieve their goal. Let's say, for example, you're a basketball player and you are the setter. Every time na may nare-rebound ka, ang target skill mo dapat is, once na makuha mo yung bola, kailangan isushoot mo siya ng paboard para sure na masushoot yung bola sa ring. So, once the target skills are identified, practitioner must determine the observable behavior that are associated with successful performance of those skills. So, target behaviors are observable that are associated with successful performance of the skills. Let's say, for example, just like target skill, you are a rebounder, the center. Kung sa target skill, nag-set ka ng target na kailangan ganito yung magawa mo. Sa target behavior naman, ano ba dapat yung maging behavior mo sa ilalim? Dapat, as a rebounder, hindi lang dapat ang aim mo is makashoot. Kailangan, maipapakita mo din kung paano. Kailangan matuto kang tumingin sa paligid mo, paano ko nga ba gagawin yon? Na once na na-set mo na yun na yung magiging behavior mo kapag nasa ilalim ka or kapag magre-rebound ka ng bola. Once the target skills and target behaviors are all set, syempre mag-move on ka sa target context, which is the environmental context in which learners wants to be able to produce their target skill. Nakaset na yung target skill mo, nakaset na yung target behaviors mo. Ngayon, isa-set mo naman yung target context mo. Saan mo ba gustong makarating? Let's say, for example, na ang target context mo is gusto mong mapasama sa varsity ng university nyo. Kasi, kasali ka lang sa player ng department nyo. So, ang target context mo is maging one of the varsity of your university. Sometimes the past movement experience the person brings to a learning situation can help the individual pick up the new skill more quickly. Discuss the categories of elements that might be shared by two motor skill and then give an example of each of type of the following pairs of skills, whether whitewater canoeing and snow skiing, operating automobile and operating speedboat, wheelchair basketball and wheelchair floor hockey. So, in order to interpret, to assure a successful performance, two tasks share a greater number of similar elements are expected to transfer more highly, just like operating an automobile and operating a speedboat. Ano nga ba yung meron silang pinagkakapareho in terms of movement elements? Movement elements deals with the movement pattern of various action. Ano yung pinagkapareho nila sa movement pattern? Sa movement element nila, ang pagkakapareho nila is yung movement pattern ng pag-abante tsaka pag-atras. Yung automobile tsaka yung speedboat is paano nga ba sila umaandar? Move forward. And kapag nagre-reverse is paatras. Next is perceptual elements. Perceptual elements are task-related stimuli that individuals must be able to use. Ano nga ba yung perceptual elements ng speedboat tsaka automobile? So, sa paggamit ng speedboat at automobile, it requires perceptual awareness o yung paggamit ng kanilang senses. Ano ba yung nagagamit natin dito? Ito yung direction. Saan direction na ba tayo papunta? Kung sa south, east, right, left. Under the conceptual model naman, some motor task contains similar conceptual elements such as strategies, rules, guidelines, or concepts. Ang speedboat at automobile, pareho silang may yung sa susi. Sa automobile may susi yung starter. Sa speedboat naman, pwede yung engine. Starter din yun, pero merong button. Tapos, kung titignan natin sa manual, o yung binibigay na manual ng sasakyan, ng speedboat, makikita natin na same process din na sila, same guidelines. Kung paano yung pagmamaneuver ng wheels, kung paano gamitin yung brake, kung paano timplahin yung takbo ng sasakyan. Merong primera, kung sa sasakyan may primera, segunda. Sa speedboat naman, merong trawler, hander, kung saan i-move. Depende sa using your hand, yun yung gagamitin mong pantimpla ng, tas meron dun handle. When assessing a learner's progress, practitioners should select both outcome and process measures that are valid indicators of performance. Give an example of valid outcomes measures and valid process measures for one of the following activities: hang gliding, walking, rappelling, operating a lath, reading the braille, playing the flute, shuffling a deck of playing cards. So valid outcome measures, it involves comparison with other people or thing. Let's say ang valid outcomes, ang outcome goals mo is to win a Craig rappelling contest to rappel down a 160 feet building. Invalid process measures are those that emphasize particular aspects of skills execution. Ano nga ba yung process na, or ano ba yung mga gagawin mo? Position the hands and foot very carefully in every rock, grip tight with your hand and your foot, and stay close to rock para hindi ka malaglag.